Hello, fellow MCU fans and lovers. Welcome into today's video. I am like half excited but half sad because today I'm watching the final 3 episodes of WandaVision and I don't really want this show to be over because I've been having so much fun. And before I get into these episodes, I do just want to say a huge thanks. Some of the comments that y'all have left me on these reactions have been some of the best that I've received on the whole channel, and it's just made my day. I did not think that my WandaVision reactions were anything special or anything like unique, but some of you have left comments that are telling me otherwise, so it feels good. I just want to say thank you so much. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. I'm glad that you are invested in my journey through this show, and I hope that I can bring you a really great reaction today for these final 3 episodes. I have no idea what to expect. I'm just excited to experience it in the same way y'all did when you watched this show. As always, full-length watch-alongs to the entire show are available over on my Patreon, and by the time that you guys actually see this video here on the channel, I will actually have all reactions to all 9 episodes up on my Patreon shop. What this means is that you don't have to become a Patreon member. You can actually just go and buy the whole season of my reactions for you to have. You get the MP4 downloads with that, and then you can watch them whenever you like. So if that interests you, definitely check that out. And with that, just thank you so much again for being here. Let's get started on episode 7. Oh, guys, please remember not to spoil future shows, future movies. Please and thank you.
Look, we've all been there, right? Letting our fear and anger get the best of us.
Very 2010s or late 2000s.
Mom, our game is freaking out.
Oh my gosh.
Just resting her eyes.
Mom?
I like that the blanket has the hex pattern stitched in. Still wearing the costume. We definitely gotta be in the 2010s at this point. I love that she just changed it too. Can't tell if she's doing this intentionally or if it's glitching out. I feel like it's glitching.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about.
Hmm.
Am I right?
Oh, what? This is matching a show like pretty. I don't think I've seen the show myself. All right, how far did we go?
What's happening with the broadcast?
Dead air.
Oh, she's not broadcasting.
We launched today.
Launch what? Now that we're so far out, you can actually like see the hex shape a bit more clearly. Vision is still chilling out here. Oh my gosh. Ooh, we're getting another aspect ratio change. Oh, these are all the soldiers, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not great at this gig, I gotta be honest. It doesn't really speak to my skill set. Can I help you, Creeper?
You don't remember me from last night? We locked eyes. There was a unspoken understanding.
Hard pass.
Wait up!
He's got to get through to Darcy.
I'm starting to believe that everything is meaningless. I mean, you're welcome to draw your own conclusions, of course, but that's not just where I'm at. Okay, so maybe I went a little too dark there. Vision is made of vibranium. They literally inherited tough skin.
Hey, boys, why don't we give your mom some me time?
Agnes, are you sure?
Oh, abso-positively.
Someone needs to be here to take care of you.
Aw.
Go with Agnes.
I promise I won't bite. I actually did bite a kid once.
This feels like The Office, but like family version of The Office. And I haven't actually watched The Office. I've just seen like snippets of certain episodes. The like close in zoom on things and then the fourth wall breaking. I think there's a few shows that have been in that style though. But again, shows I haven't watched myself. I'm so confused by all this like glitching into, yeah, other decades. She's clearly not doing it intentionally, so something's getting to her. Maybe it's a sign of her losing it more than she already kind of has, I guess. I don't know. All right, Jimmy and
Darcy made it through
Monica.
that last firewall, all right. R&D reports, all on the same project, codenamed Cataract.
Cataract.
Hayward wasn't decommissioning Vision. He was trying to bring him back online. Nothing worked until...
Wanda stole Vision's body. Hayward wants his sentient weapon back.
Vision is the sentient weapon. heck?
Agent Goodner, Captain Rambo.
This is Agent Wu. My mother would appreciate your loyalty.
She's not the only one we're loyal to, Captain. Did we get your specs right?
She's perfect.
I love that this circus thing is still going on.
You tried to help me.
Doubtful. I'm notoriously self-involved.
No, please. I believe that you were part of a team monitoring a supernatural anomaly, and now...
You're in the anomaly. Oh shit. Good work, Vision.
Part of me secretly wanted a guest spot on the show, but seriously, that sucked.
Look, what is your name, your real name?
Darcy Lewis.
To Darcy Lewis, I intercepted a communication regarding your work.
Hey, the Lions just got off stage. You're up, not going anywhere.
Yes, she is. Okay, Darcy and Vision, Darcy and Vision. Let's fucking go. I'm so excited.
It's your house, I assume?
Dr. Lewis, my questions. Are my children safe?
Oh.
That I don't know.
Sorry, can't hear you.
Just improvise. Gosh, these visual effects are so good. I'm just worried though. If this can happen with everything in the house, it could theoretically happen with the kids, couldn't it?
I don't understand what's happening. Why it's all falling apart and why I can't fix it.
Maybe she went too big with the space.
Maybe this is what you deserve?
Oh shit.
What?
That's a good question.
You're not supposed to talk.
Who's the interviewer?
Feeling depressed.
Oh gosh.
A unique antidepressant that works to anchor you back to your reality.
It's a very fitting commercial.
Feeling your feelings, confronting your truth, seizing your destiny, and possibly more depression.
Oh no.
You should not, because the world doesn't revolve around you.
Damn.
Or does it?
Damn. What a commercial.
I like it here.
Oh, good. Is it because Senor Scratchy is such a good listener?
No, it's because it's quiet.
Oh?
You're quiet, Agnes, on the inside. Do you think our mom is okay?
So Wanda's in their heads all the time. And because she's gone, she's not as much, I guess.
Your mom can do anything. She's super mom.
Quite literally, yes.
Ralph says I sugarcoat things, but you try telling a 10-year-old that his mother is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
It's like a spacesuit. It is a spacesuit.
Darcy's not here to give her stamp of approval.
Well, she gives it anyway.
It's our last shot, Jimmy.
Godspeed, Captain. How much faith do you have in this thing?
It's our most heavily armored space rover.
Contact in 5.
Wow.
The density is matching her.
Oh, wow. So that tells me...
Monica, get out of there!
Damn. Okay. So this is going to be up to... Whoa. Oh my god, the half and half is awesome. So I think this means that it's going to be up to Vision and Darcy then. And only them.
No.
Oh, Monica. Okay. Monica, Darcy, and Vision. Is that going to work? Okay, it worked. Well...
I can't.
Whoa, these effects are cool.
Only if you learn to glow.
And you are the most powerful person I know.
Your mom.
It's like WandaVision made the barrier like much thicker than before. What happened to her eyes? Oh no. This is because she's been through it twice. This is the third time, right? So this is now the damage to her. Oh yeah. Oh, whew, I thought that was permanent, dude. Okay, I hope they come across her. That would be the best.
Wanda killed me?
Yes. But it's not that simple. You asked her to do it.
Why would I have done that?
Well,
To save the universe? Well, half of it.
Did it work?
It did. Until the bad guy rewound time and killed himself.
yeah.
There are a few extra steps, but to set up the context.
I came back and died again.
And she had to watch. Oh, man, another red light?
Just go. There's no police here.
I think that Wanda is creating these impediments to stop me returning home.
You don't have to follow the traffic lights here, though. Like, what the fuck's gonna happen? Oh, no. Just get out and walk, y'all. This is so funny.
Yeah, great. Just take your time, fellas.
Just turn, go a different way.
Correct, my original code dates back to an AI called Jarvis.
Yep.
But my corporal form was born of Ultron's plan for global genocide.
Yep.
Correcto.
What am I now?
Like here?
Honestly, I'm a STEM type of lady, so I thought she just flipped a switch on your head and brought you back to life. But what I don't get is why you can't leave the Hex. What I do know is I've been watching WandaVision for the past week, and the love you two have is real.
Yeah. It's sweet of her to tell him. Some kind of reassuring message among all the horribleness.
What are you doing?
Wanda,
How did you get in here?
listen to me. This whole thing is about Vision.
Get out of my house.
Hey,
Don't talk to me about that. I don't want to hear about it. Pietro!
Pietro, no, that wasn't us.
All you do is lie!
Oh, that was something. Oh, is she getting superpowers because of the boundary?
He's gonna burn Westview to the ground just to get what he wants. Don't let him make you the villain.
I feel like Wanda's been on a villain. I feel like she's already been on a path to a villain. Well, what's Agnes gonna do?
I'm not afraid of you, Wanda. I lost the person closest to me, too. The worst thing I can think of has already happened to me. I can't undo it. I can't control this pain anymore, and I don't think I want to, because it's my truth. Wanda,
Young
you have
lady, I think you overstayed your welcome.
Ugh.
Run along, dear.
Wanda, you have to take it down.
No, don't make me hurt you.
Go find Vision and Darcy. I love that this guy was just watching. Maybe she's realizing she can get through to Agnes, maybe? Because obviously Agnes did that because Wanda made that happen. Guys, just get out and walk or turn down a street.
I had no idea how much Wanda hated you before coming to Westview. Oh, I can't remember it. For me, it feels like it happened to someone else, you know, but for her, it's mere weeks ago.
Yeah. It was like 2 weeks ago.
When this is absurd. I need to get one.
Oh, I love it. Oh, yeah. Bye, Vision.
Would you like a cup of tea, hon?
Sure, thank you, Agnes.
Where are the twins?
Probably just playing in the basement.
Boys?
It's got really creepy all of a sudden. Well, this is interesting. We got like trees and branches and shit. Where does this go?
Wanda. You didn't think you were the only magical girl.
What?
The name's Agatha Harkness. Lovely to finally meet you, dear.
What the fuck? Is this... No, this is just Wanda making an excuse for everything. She's taking the blame away from herself. I don't want to believe this. I think it's Wanda. I think it's all Wanda because of past scenes with her.
Has gone wrong. Thanks to Agatha.
Yeah, Wanda's just taking the blame away from herself. Oh my gosh. Is she gonna end up in the basement too?
Snooper's gonna snoop.
Doon, 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 doon. Okay, so I have two main brewing thoughts coming out of that episode. The first is about Monica. I think that Monica is getting a little bit of like superpower abilities because of her third time now going through the boundary. Just the effects during that scene were really good. Like I said, to me, it feels like the boundary is thicker. So it blocked the vehicle, but Monica was able to push her way through. But then in doing that, the effects of the boundary were able to really get into her. You know, we saw her face kind of like come apart, I guess, like We saw her in different times in her life. You know, we heard her mom talking, we heard mentions of Captain Marvel, we heard like, you know, just a bunch of stuff happened, and she spent a fair amount of time within that boundary. She comes out, her eyes are bright blue, she can't see everything properly, like everything has been changed, but then it went away. But then the moment when Wanda had her up in the air and then brought her down to the ground and she landed in a very like superhuman kind of way, I guess, the ground went blue, her eyes went blue again. Wanda kind of looked at her like, what the fuck? And then she went back to normal. So I think that something's happening there. It might be setting up Monica to be like another, maybe not necessarily Captain Marvel, maybe not necessarily Wanda, but just maybe someone with enhanced abilities in some way. So I'm very excited to kind of see what the consequences of that are, especially if Monica ends up going back through the boundary again before we come to a resolution about this and before Westview has been put back to normal, which I assume that the show is going to end with everything being just fine and dandy, but I also don't know. So it's possible that Monica could end up going through it again, which maybe that'll even enhance things a little bit more. I'm not sure exactly what will happen, but that's kind of like big thought number one coming out of this episode. And then the second thing is about Agnes, Agatha, whoever she is. I am firmly heels in the ground, and I don't care if I'm wrong. I'll be okay with that. But I personally feel Wanda's doing this because she had that conversation with Monica. She knows that people are trying to stop her. So she's really at this point just like deflecting and trying to pin it all on someone else. So I think that she created the basement. I think that she created Agnes, Agatha doing this. I think that that little like snippet of it was Agatha all along, like that little song, this is all Wanda. In the show so far, we've seen how she's dealt with stuff, right? I have to remember that scene with Agnes and Vision where she was at the traffic light and he walked up to her and he did his thing with her mind and brought the real her back temporarily to basically let him know like, oh my gosh, you gotta help us, blah, blah, blah. So that's why I think that Wanda, she's making this up. She's making this up to try and convince herself that this wasn't her all along. She's not at fault here. Anyway, Wanda is definitely on a pathway to being a villain. And you guys obviously all know, please don't spoil for me, but like Wanda's appearances in this franchise after WandaVision, I have no idea what films or what shows she appears in. And I don't want to know because I feel like that can influence how I think of the rest of these episodes, right? If I know what movies she appears in and like what kind of character she is. But I feel pretty confident right now though that we are on a Wanda villain arc. Like it's almost like Breaking Bad in a way, right? It pains me because I love Wanda and I've loved Wanda in every single thing I've seen her in so far, and she's a character that I want to root for, but it's really hard for me to root for her right now. It's really hard for me to be on her side. I am firmly Team Vision with this. I feel bad for Vision. I want him to not be under her influence anymore, even if that means that he goes back to being dead, which I'm pretty sure it does, right? The commercial in this episode was my favorite so far, though. I feel like this commercial out of all the commercials has just been so... It was like the commercial was talking to Wanda, essentially, right? Denying reality, in a depression. When we think about it, like Wanda's dealt with so much trauma in the last little bit, and I keep forgetting that this show is taking place not that long after the events of Infinity War and Endgame. And Wanda went through a lot. Even before then, she went through a lot. And this is how she's processing her grief. It's how she's processing her trauma, her depression, and anyway, so that commercial is just incredibly fitting. I also am very curious what pills she was taking. I didn't mention it in the moment, but that scene where she was popping pills, it's like, what kind of pills would they be? She's obviously the one that created them, so I don't know what that is, but anyway, great episode, really enjoyed it, loved the... Oh, you know what? I should check what show they were basing it off of. Modern Family, The Office. Okay, excellent. All right, with that, I am ready to get into episode 8, so let's go. Purple, Salem, Massachusetts, 1693. Oh my gosh. This episode's gonna be wild. Is Wanda gonna give like a bunch of backstory to Agatha?
Agatha Harkness, are you a witch?
I am a witch.
Yet you have betrayed your coven. I have not! You stole knowledge above your age and station. You practiced the darkest of magic. I know nothing of these crimes. I swear it! They simply bent to my power. No, I cannot control it. Help me, please!
Monstrous.
The fuck? Ew. Ew.
I can be good.
No, you cannot.
I love how it looks like a crown on her head. It's like she just drew all their power from all of them into her, if I understand this right. That's what it feels like anyway. Oh.
She does look shocked to meet the real us, doesn't she?
I still don't know if I believe all this. I still feel like it's Wanda.
My thoughts are not available to you, Toots. They never ever were. So don't go giving yourself a migraine.
Where are my children?
Where are my children?
Where are they?
Okay, maybe this is legit.
Your magic's no good here. Basic protection spell? One at each wall? No? In a given space, only the witch that casts the runes can use her magic.
Who are you?
Who are you? All those costumes and hairstyles? I was so patient, waiting for you to reveal your true self. I got close with fake Pietro. Pietro, if you will.
Pietro. So she brought Pietro in.
Crippled by your own self-doubt that you believed it.
Damn.
Oh.
Well, this took a turn I wasn't expecting at all. I could have never predicted this. That's why she came over to get her away from Monica. Makes sense. So she just pretended to be under Wanda's spell then.
Thousands of people under your thumb. That's something special, baby. Years of study to achieve even the smallest convincing illusion. Westview through your lens, Wanda.
Magic on autopilot.
Yep.
I need you to tell me how you did this.
I didn't do anything. I'm not.
Oh, God.
You'd rather fall apart than face your truth.
That's true.
You left me no choice. You felt empty, alone, endless nothingness. Let's start there.
Is she gonna be like a therapist for her? Witch therapist? She has been so good at playing every single version of this character in every single episode. I love it.
But it's time to look at some real reruns.
Previously on the episode title, oh my gosh, she's gonna make her like go face to face with everything, right? Oh no. Oh no.
That's right. After you.
We're gonna see things we haven't seen before though, right? Like it's previously on for her, but for us as the viewers of the MCU, is this all gonna be new stuff?
Mama.
Oh.
Oleg,
Papa. Oleg.
Oh. All the TV shows.
In English, Papa!
Pietro.
Where is your sister?
Wanda!
I mean, we're right here. That's your cue, lady. You're on.
Wait, what? Oh, wow.
Wanda, you pick.
My pick isn't here.
I put it in the special place for extra safekeeping.
Oh no, I hear things outside.
This is your pick, yes?
The Dick Van Dyke Show.
Shenanigan is like problem, but more silly than scary, but can sometimes be a little scary.
Good definition. This is making me realize just how good Elizabeth and Paul were in that very first episode. Oh, God.
the end of the episode, you realize it was all a bad dream. None of it was real.
Yikes.
Got that bomb? What? Used a probability hex.
No, it just never went off. It was defective. We didn't know that. We were trapped.
For how long?
2 days.
So much trauma. And yet, you were safe as kittens the whole time. So what I see here is a baby witch, obsessed with sitcoms and years of therapy ahead of her. Where'd you get the big guns, Wanda?
Hydra.
The only way forward is back.
It's wild getting to see this stuff. Also, can you imagine if like our therapy in our real life was like this and we were forced to like go through traumatic things again?
Begin experimentation.
Doctor, with respect, not one subject has survived direct contact.
Wow, so they're making her touch the scepter. That was a cool shot. Was that Agatha though? It looked like her.
Say it again.
Oh.
Again.
Oh shit. They didn't see that. It's like Wanda almost removed that from their broadcasts. That was creepy.
Wanda got up close and personal with an Infinity Stone that amplified what otherwise would have died on the vine. Broken pieces of you are adding up, Buttercup. I have a theory, but I need more. So where are we now?
The Avengers compound. It was the first home Vision and I ever shared. Pietro was dead, and I was in a new country. I was all alone. Vision?
I apologize. I don't mean to intrude. Well, I suppose, yes, I did intend to come in here.
Aw. Malcolm in the middle. Oh. Eventually I will watch this show. I love that Wanda loves sitcoms.
Don't presume to know what you're feeling, but I would like to know, should you wish to tell me, should that be of some comfort to you?
The only thing that would bring me comfort is seeing him again. I'm so tired.
No.
It's just like this wave washing over me again and again. It's just gonna drown me.
No, it won't.
How do you know?
Because it can't all be sorrow, can it? I've always been alone, so I don't feel the lack. I've never experienced loss because I've never had a loved one to lose. But what is grief, if not love? Persevering.
I love that question. I don't think I have the time to talk about it right now because I don't want to talk over anything, but in my review of this episode, I will talk about it. That's a very good question he just posed. And that just reminded me of something.
Yes, it was very funny, wasn't it?
It's the start of them, I feel. Oh, Wanda.
Parents dead, brother dead, Vision dead. What happened when he wasn't there to pull you back from the darkness, Wanda?
I can't do this anymore.
Come on, Wanda. You are right!
I like that she's turned into...
Tell me how you did it.
Like a therapist with the underlying goal of wanting to just know how she did all of this because she probably wants to do it herself for bad reasons. But anyway.
I wanted him back. I wanted him back.
Yeah, the body stealing, the corpse stealing. That's where we're at now. That look into the camera, though.
Through the doors, down the hall, 2 lefts and a right. I have to buzz you in.
I got it. Thanks.
Woman on a mission.
Wanda Maximoff, it's an honor to meet you. I'd like to show you something.
And then you'll give him to me.
Please, just come with me.
Oh boy.
What are you doing?
We're dismantling the most sophisticated sentient weapon ever made.
I just want to bury him.
Are you sure?
Excuse me?
Not everyone has the kind of power that could bring their soulmate back online, back to life.
No, I can't do that. That's not why I'm here.
I mean, it is, but she just...
I cannot allow you to take $3 billion worth of vibranium.
$3 billion? Oh my gosh.
The best I can do is let you say goodbye to him.
And she's basically like, fuck that, fuck you.
Let her see for herself.
Let her see for herself.
I can't feel you. I can't feel you.
Oh, this is sad. This is sad, y'all. I feel bad for Wanda. So we're seeing her leave without the body, but we know she goes back and gets it. Is this how she goes back and gets it? Or why, rather? Is that Herb? Oh, hey. It's that guy. Is this where she makes her house? To grow old in Vision. Oh, like he... Oh, I get it. She's grieving hard. So hard. Crazy. Crazy. But so cool to see this happen. Okay, so she didn't steal his body. Wow.
Wanda, welcome home.
Bravo!
Damn. This has been this. I feel like I haven't talked at all in this episode. I've just been really enjoying it though. Oh, great. Damn.
I know what you are.
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
You have no idea how dangerous you are.
I don't think she does.
To be a myth, a being capable of spontaneous creation.
Let go of my children.
Your children. This whole little life you've made. This is chaos magic, Wanda. And that makes you the Scarlet Witch.
First time that's been dropped. That name has been dropped. Oh my gosh. That's fun. That was a heavy episode. Definitely the heaviest one by far.
Sir,
Yellow
team
looks
is ready for launch.
new.
It's about time.
Ready for launch.
We took this thing apart and put it back together again a million times.
Vision?
When all we needed was a little energy directly from the source.
Vision? Oh.
Ready, sir.
Not me thinking that they had like literally put Vision back together, like the real one from the place. Wait, am I right? I'm right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. I didn't think I was right because it panned to that other thing, but then I was right. Anyway, let's talk about it. Okay, that was my favorite episode so far in this entire show. I really enjoyed that. I really appreciated that we just got a lot more context into Wanda, not just who she is as a person, going through the trauma of hers that we really didn't get to see in anything in the MCU so far. But also, we got to understand her motivations with creating what she's created, right? We also got confirmation that the Vision in the Hex is not the real Vision that she stole and somehow brought back to life. It's literally just a new version of him, is my understanding, which is interesting because that Vision is like trying to figure things out, right? So that part's just super interesting to me, and I'm hoping that the finale of this show will kind of maybe explain more about that. But this episode, Elizabeth Olsen, man, phenomenal acting from her. I really, really enjoyed this, and the effects in this episode were fantastic. Also, Catherine, who I believe is the actress that's playing Agnes, her. Really good in this episode as well. I love that she has like, I don't think her intentions with putting Wanda through all of this are necessarily good. It seems to me like she's wanting this power for herself. She wants to know exactly how Wanda did it so that she can replicate it for her own gain or whatever she wants to do with it, wherever she wants to go with it, whatever, whoever. Don't really care about that, but just the way that she kind of was like a therapist in this episode was just really fascinating. And I loved going through all these different moments and scenes in her past, and it was just fantastic. But like I said in the reaction, there was a question that Vision asked that I wanted to talk about because I think that it was such a good thing to ask Wanda, and it was about grief. And I read a few months ago, was it a few months ago? It might have been longer, but I feel like it was within the past year. I read something online, can't remember where it was, can't remember how I came across this. It essentially was saying that when we grieve, we are experiencing and letting out the love that we didn't let out. When we grieve over the loss of a pet, or when we grieve over the loss of a sibling or a family member or a best friend or a partner or whoever, when we are in our grief, we're letting out the good things about that person. This could even be extended to like loss of job or loss of like whatever, but grieving is just our body's way of processing the good things about that. But to us, when we're experiencing it, like it feels super shitty. But grieving is a healthy part of being a human. It's a healthy emotion to have and experience, and I would like be very questionable about someone who never ever goes through grief or understands what it is. So I love that Vision brought up grief and asking about love as part of that, because ever since I came across this explanation of grief, it's how I will always think of grief now moving forward. It's simply just the love that we didn't share to that person. And here's the thing, like, of course, we're always telling those people every single day, well, maybe not every day, but we're always telling those people on a regular basis just how much we care for them, and we show that in other ways that don't use our words. And so it's like, you know, we're always doing that, but the grief is like, I don't know, the grief is like the deeper meaning of that, right? So to me, like, I don't really fault Wanda for doing all of this. Like, she, knowing that Vision had like picked out that lot for the two of them, and then that's where she decided to create this home and then essentially create Westview. I mean, trap Westview, we'll call it, but turn it into the thing that she's always wanted. Like, Wanda's lived a whole life of grief. Wanda's lived a whole life of shitty things that has caused all this grief in her. And so for the first time, Westview has allowed her to live a life of no stress, essentially, of no trauma, of no upset. She's living the life that she wants to live. And this is how she's processing her grief, but it's not the right way to go about it. She has to, you gotta sit in that grief. Like, grieving is, what, there's a whole 5 steps to it, right? Denial, anger, etc., right? Anyway, just, phenomenal episode. I really, really, really enjoyed this. And I appreciated that in this episode, we broke away from the sitcom vibes. We actually just got to sit in Wanda's world, but then also like flashback to real memories and real trauma and real everything. And this episode answered a lot of questions for us as the viewers and just provides so much greater context for everything and just more development for this character. And I just loved it. I loved it. And I'm so excited for the finale. I'm also bummed because it's the last episode. I'm really excited to see how things play out, and I am eager to see what happens with Darcy, Vision, not just the new Vision that's been reborn essentially, but the Vision that's currently in Westview with Darcy. Monica's still in there. Everything's gonna get resolved, I hope. So I'm just curious to see how it all happens. I'm assuming the finale is a longer episode, right? Okay, yes, the series finale is a long episode, thank goodness. Anyway, let's get into the finale.
He's all I have.
Okay, I did not change the volume, and this episode feels much quieter than it did. Weird.
Scarlet Witch.
Also, the Scarlet Witch name drop is fascinating because, as far as I think I was told, that name could only be used with like either Sony or Fox stuff, which is why Wanda was never called the Scarlet Witch up until now. But to be honest, I've had people explain to me the whole Marvel, Sony, Fox ownership stuff when it comes to characters. It all just goes right over my head. I'm sure I'll understand it one day, but for now, it's a confusing mess.
My powers work out here, or did you forget?
I'm counting on it.
Oh no. Yikes.
staying with you.
Well, I think the boys have powers of their own. Yeah, a little bit. The speedy run they have anyway, or one of them has. Oh
Take power from
no.
the undeserving. It's kind of my thing.
Oh no. Yeah, you gotta not do that anymore, Wanda. Otherwise, she's gonna die. That's very like Wizard of Oz vibes. Oh boy. Wow. I didn't think this was gonna happen so quickly.
Is it really you?
Wanda.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
And I was told you were powerful.
Oh, Vision saving Vision. Or sorry, Vision saving Wanda by getting rid of the other Vision. So Hayward fucked up the other Vision.
I should have told you everything the moment I realized what I'd done.
It's all right, Wanda. I know why you made this world, but this...
I can fix it.
Can you?
This is awkward. Who are you gonna choose?
Oh, her fingertips are all black. Let's not choose this one.
Vision, this is our home.
Then let's fight for it.
Oh my gosh.
Don't waste your breath, babe. No one can hear you from in here.
This guy. Poor Monica, man.
Wanda Maximoff must be neutralized. You must be destroyed. I know that.
This is so crazy. Oh god.
Hey, it's my favorite member of the Bureau.
Sir, I can't get anything through.
Still under control? No, so there's no footage proving there was. He'll thank me for recovering such a valuable asset. You could be a part of that victory, Jimmy.
Trouble is, my friends at Quantico will probably have something to say about your plan when they arrive inside the hour.
You're bluffing.
Am I?
Even I can't
We're
tell.
done here.
Okay, well, he's got the phone.
Flourish.
Whose phone is this? His?
Hey, I've got a situation and I was hoping you could get here. Inside the hour? Don't shoot. I'm just the messenger.
You've never been up against Mother Witch before. Did you know there's an entire chapter devoted to you in the Darkhold? The Scarlet Witch is not born, she is forged.
No one taught me magic.
Your power exceeds that of the Sorcerer Supreme. It's your destiny to destroy the world.
I'm not what you say I am.
Oh, really?
My name is Sarah. I have a daughter. She's 8. She could be friends with your boys. Let her out of her room. If I could just hold her.
Oh.
You're making her say this.
She's your meat puppet. I just cut her strings.
She's gonna do it to everybody. Oh god. Everyone's gonna come running up to her.
What is this stuff?
This is my man cave. You found a Steven Seagal?
Ralph, that's
Agnes doesn't live here.
You do. You're Ralph Boner?
Boner.
So he was Ralph all along. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh god, please, spare my life.
Nice to meet you, Ralph.
Wow. Oh man. This is so good. Yo.
I recognize my face in the mirror, my voice when I speak. I can't remember why.
Oh no.
You're all going to be fine.
When you let us sleep, we have your nightmares.
I've kept you safe.
Not really.
Your grief is poisoning us.
No, stop.
Please,
Wow.
let us go.
So they've been going through all her grief. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. Wanda. Wanda, stop it.
Stop. Stop.
Holy.
If you won't let us go, just let us die. Please.
I will. I will let you go. I will.
Use your power and do it now. Heroes don't torture people.
Go! All of you, now go!
Whoa.
This is it. We're going in.
Damn. I hope they don't go in. I hope they just watch everyone else come out. This is insane. Vision v Vision. VVV. No. No. Ouch.
Now do you see? You tied your family to this twisted world, and now one can't exist without the other.
Yeah, she created them so they won't exist outside of this space. Man, these effects are awesome.
Are you okay? No!
Nicely done. That was quick. Oh, maybe not nicely done. She's taking it. But they did make it in. I'm nervous though because Hayward's not nice. Oh. It's a good family shot.
Your mother and I never really prepared you for this.
But you were born for it.
Where's Darcy, by the way? Is she still fucking waiting at the stoplight?
Programming directive is to destroy the vision. But I'm not the true vision, only a conditional vision. I request elaboration.
I request elaboration.
Handle the military. Mommy will be right back.
Mommy's gonna go fight Agnes, Agatha, whoever. This bitch. Hey, Monica. Ooh, let's go. Oh my gosh. That's happening so fast that he's not even... No. Okay, good. He's not even realizing. Where is he going now? Hey, finally. I should have just waited like 2 more minutes.
Over time, its planks of wood rot and are replaced with new planks. When no original plank remains, is it still the ship of Theseus? If those removed planks are restored and reassembled free of the rot, is that the ship of Theseus? Both are the true ship. Well, then we are agreed. But I do not have the Mind Stone.
I love that they're talking it out. It's such a Vision thing to do.
Perhaps the rot is the memories. I have not retained memories, but you do have the data. It is merely being kept from you. A weapon to be more easily controlled. For certainly you are the true Vision for you believe yourself to be. That was once the case.
Oh.
But upon meeting you, I have been disabused of that notion. Your memory storage is not so easily wiped. May I?
Let him, please. Oh my gosh. Wow.
I am Vision.
So real Vision is back because he's got all the memories now?
Boys, 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 boys!
Oh shit.
You see the difference between you and me? So you did this on purpose.
Yep. Oh. Oh god. No.
Told you so. You can't win, Wanda. Power isn't your problem, it's knowledge.
Whoa. This is cool. Yes. Let's go.
Take it.
Take it.
I don't want it.
Ooh. This is so... I don't have words. Wasn't Agnes dressed like a witch during the Halloween episode? I think she was. And if so, that's awesome.
I want it all!
I hope this doesn't mean the end of Wanda.
once cast, a spell can never be changed.
Oh. Did she take hers but made it look like... Oh. Oh my gosh.
Runes.
Mm-hmm.
Only the witch who cast them can use her magic. Thanks for the lesson. But I don't need you to tell me who.
Okay, Wand is fully embracing Scarlet Witch now. Villain confirmed. Oh, you dead. You so dead. Whoa. Holy crap. She looks good. She looks really good.
You don't know what you've done.
Man. This outfit is bomb. I love it.
Good girl. So what now? Just gonna lock me up somewhere?
Not somewhere. Here, I'll give you the role you chose. The nosy neighbor.
You're gonna need me.
If I do, I know where to find you.
Wait. Hiya, hun.
Damn. I'm also noticing that there's no more red anywhere.
So it would appear that our dream home has been reduced to a fixer-upper. I know you'll set everything right, just not for us.
That was an interesting exchange. Okay, so the hex was still there. It just tripped me up that I couldn't see it at all. So is she putting this just around their house and Agnes's house? Oh. She had a super emotional face just then.
Your mother and I, very proud of you both.
Very proud. A family is forever. We could never truly leave each other, even if we tried.
Good night, chaps.
Good night, Dad. Good night, Dad.
Thanks for choosing me to be your mom.
That hex was getting close. Is she removing it completely?
It's bad luck to say goodbye in the dark. I just wanted to see you clearly. Wanda, I know we can't stay like this. Before I go, I feel I must know. What am I?
You, Vision, are the piece of the Mind Stone that lives in me. You are a body of wires and blood and bone that I created. You are my sadness and my hope. But mostly you're my love.
Kind of hate that she has to say goodbye to him again.
I have been a voice with no body, a body but not human, and now a memory made real. Who knows what I might be next? We have said goodbye before, so it stands to reason.
We'll say hello again.
It's a pretty scene.
So long, darling.
Oh, they're all staring her down hard. Go talk to her, Monica.
They'll never know what you sacrificed for them.
It wouldn't change how they see me. You don't hate me.
Given the chance and given your power,
she would do the same.
I'd bring my mom back. You know I would.
I'm sorry for all the pain I caused.
I know.
I don't understand this power, but I will. Goodbye, Monica.
Yeah, Wanda's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Ooh, and even transformed. I did not think that the resolution of this all would make me so emotional. Because I wanted it to happen. I wanted everything to go back for the people in town. They made that hit really hard. Woo! It was a great finale. I feel like Wanda is being set up to be a villain though, but I don't know. I still really love her and I want her to be a good person, but she said she doesn't understand this power, but she wants to. So I guess it depends on how she uses it. Wow, this is beautiful. So this is where Wanda's hanging out. You know what, girl? I fully support this location. I would be in a place like this, honestly. She's out in the middle of nowhere, can't disturb anyone. No one can disturb her, so we think. Anyway. Oh, very interesting. So that it wasn't even her. It was just a vision. Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that she's remembering Billy and Tommy. Okay, well, there's so much to talk about with this finale. Where do I even begin? I'm just gonna go off of just what I can first think of. So first, Pietro was actually Ralph. So every single mention of Ralph in every episode prior to this one, I absolutely want to go back and see, because this Agnes reveal, I could have never thought of that, to be honest. Like I was pretty convinced that it was gonna be like a Monica, Vision, Darcy team up to like make Wanda see reason, I guess. I was not expecting a whole other witch to come out of here. I was not expecting like a Scarlet Witch official drop. I was not expecting Wanda to like turn into the Scarlet Witch, I guess. So yeah, that was interesting, but I'm glad that Monica like got that necklace off of him and that was all revealed. So fascinating, so interesting. So it was Agnes that, so now when, yeah, because when Pietro rang the doorbell in that episode and Wanda said to Vision, I didn't do that. That was legit. She didn't do that. It was all Agnes. It's interesting how like Wanda did all of Westview and everyone in it, but then Agnes played a part and was able to be free of Wanda's grasp because she was a witch. But I just have so many questions about how Agnes discovered all of this though and how she ended up in it, right? Like has she been monitoring Wanda for a lot longer than we know of? Like since well before this show? She probably saw Wanda on the news with everything that happened, right? Especially what happened in Germany. So anyway, that part is all super fascinating to me. I loved Wanda and Agnes going head to head and Agnes trying to like steal Wanda's powers and then Wanda revealing the runes that she set around. That was excellent. That was so fun. So I really enjoyed that. Vision against Vision was super entertaining to watch. And of course, Hayward would have programmed Vision to just kill Wanda on sight, essentially, which, I mean, I felt bad for Wanda when she like saw him first. And of course, in her mind, because she knew that she created the Vision that was in Westview. So she sees this one show up and goes, oh my gosh, you're like the real Vision, only for him to just start fucking squishing her head essentially. But yeah, Vision versus Vision was super fun. And I love the choice for them to have like an intellectual conversation instead of fight. Like, yes, the fighting was fun. I'm glad they kind of dragged that out for a while, but in the end for it all to kind of just like come around to just like a Jarvis type of conversation, right? Like similar to, gosh, what was the ending of it was the ending of Ultron, right? Where we had Vision just in his very calm demeanor, like have a really awesome conversation. It felt very much like that. So that was really cool. Another question I have, so, because I'm thinking about the episode in order. So Wanda gets all her powers back, takes Agnes's as well, and then turns her back into like sitcom Agnes, right? But she's completely demolished the Hex, as far as we're aware, because she said goodbye to the boys. She said goodbye to Vision. We saw them, well, not the boys, but we saw Westview go back to normal. We saw the house go back to not being a house. So now my question is, where the fuck did she put Agnes? Because she said that she was always like, that she's trapped her in there, right? But we haven't seen Agnes and the Hex doesn't exist. So is Agnes in this wooden house with her? And we just didn't see it? I wonder. You know what? I just got a hunch that I might have missed something, so I just quickly pulled up the plot overview of the series finale, and yes, I did miss something. She traps Harkness as the sitcom persona Agnes and then takes her family home as she collapses the barrier. But that still leaves me a question of like, so is sitcom Agnes in her home and she just collapsed? I don't know. I still have questions about Agnes. I do love that Wanda and Monica kind of had a moment. I love that Monica admitted to Wanda that if it was she was in the same position and had the same powers, she would also have brought her mom back, just kind of like showing empathy there. I think Wanda understood. I think Wanda forgave her. It seemed like a very respectful conversation, a respectful glance to one another. And then Wanda took off. And we can see that Wanda has like fully embraced Scarlet Witch. She is studying the book. She was successfully managed to like make herself. I wonder, so the Wanda that we were seeing outside before she walked in the house and then it revealed that Wanda was in Scarlet Witch form studying the magic. I wonder if that body was actually Agnes, but she just like made her look like herself, if that's possible. I don't know, but I'm so fascinated by all of this. I feel like we're gonna see Wanda again in something. What though? I don't know. I have no idea which movies. I have no idea if she appears in another TV show. Like I said, please do not tell me, because I definitely want to be surprised by that reveal. But I feel like this is not the end of Wanda for sure. And if it is, and they haven't put Wanda in anything since, I mean, that's going to be a dumb decision. But I feel like they haven't. There's just, the show feels like it was too successful for them to just not do anything further with Wanda. As for Vision though, I do feel like that was the end of Vision. I can't really see him coming back in any capacity unless Wanda makes him again, which I really hope she doesn't, but she could. I feel like Scarlet Witch is going to get very strong and very talented. And I still don't know if Wanda's going to use her powers for good or if she's going to become a villain in someone else's story. So I guess we'll see. Guess we'll wait and see. But yeah, this finale was great. I don't know if this episode or episode 8 was my favorite, but these two episodes together, episode 7 was decent too, but these final two, man, like kind of felt like a part 1, part 2, just we were out of the sitcom vibes and we were fully just in reality, I guess we'll call it. And I loved it. Absolutely loved how this show ended. I am so excited to rewatch it one day. Oh, this is so fun. And now it is that time of the reaction where I turn it to you and ask you to leave your comments down below about episodes 7, 8, and 9. Let me know your thoughts. Like I said, please don't spoil anything for me coming up. I love that I went into this show with like no knowledge whatsoever, except knowing that it was about WandaVision, knowing that Monica was in it. I want that same experience for future shows and movies. So Falcon and the Winter Soldier is coming up next. I'm so excited. We're gonna have 2 videos for it, episodes 1 through 3 in the first one, episodes 4 through 6 in the other one. So that'll be coming out in the weeks to come. I hope you're as excited for it as I am, because I'm super, super stoked. I love Bucky, I love Sam, seeing them together, and Sam has Cap Shield. So it's gonna be a good time. Cannot wait. Maybe Wanda shows up in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't know. If she does, that would be kind of rad, but who knows? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everyone on Patreon for the financial support. For emoji assignment in your comments, a witch seems fitting, right? So let's do that. And yeah, just thank you so much for watching. If you're not yet subbed to my channel, please click here to do so. And if you want to continue on watching something of mine, click over here. And we will see you next time. Take care, everyone.